Jujutsu Kaisen's 2-week break was definitely worth it because we finally got to see Yuji fulfill his potential in this chapter. The chapter saw Yuji fight against Sukuna. Yuji had already awakened one cursed technique before, but with his awakening, he finally gained access to his second cursed technique, which is called the Shrine. So how did Yuji awaken these new powers? Yuji started fighting Sukuna right after the fight between Gojo and the King of Curses. As you know, Gojo ended up losing his life in the battle, and that triggered a raid by the students against Sukuna. Of course, during this raid, the chances of victory for the sorcerers were pretty low. This was because Sukuna was incredibly powerful and had just been reincarnated into his true form. Yuji was always at the forefront of the fight against Sukuna, and he played a big role, even though he ended up losing to Sukuna many times. While Sukuna didn't acknowledge Yuji's skill, he did acknowledge the fact that Yuji had a never-give-up attitude. It's this attitude that allows Yuji to get back up again and again and fight Sukuna. Thankfully, Yuji had gained a reverse cursed technique, which allowed him to heal from damage repeatedly. With the help of all the other sorcerers, Yuji was able to find weaknesses in Sukuna's armor, and in chapter 256, he finally landed a powerful black flash on the King of Curses. This black flash was incredible, and it hurt Sukuna a lot. More importantly, this black flash finally allowed Yuji's hidden potential to be unlocked. Now, for the first time ever, Yuji has unlocked his full potential. On top of already having one powerful curse technique, known as blood manipulation, Yuji has now gained another power, and potentially even the ability to hit black flashes at will, all of which combine to be the biggest power-up that fans have seen in Jujutsu Kaisen. Now let's talk about Yuji's Shrine. Yuji actually awakened the power of blood manipulation a while back. This was made clear to the fans in the many chapters where he fought against Sukuna. However, it was also made clear in the chapter that blood manipulation is not Yuji's only cursed technique. Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 257 clarified that Yuji also has access to Shrine, which is a very powerful cursed technique, possibly one of the strongest in the entire series. Basically, the power of Shrine allows Yuji to use slicing and dicing attacks. Yuji can basically use cleave and dismantle, and fans will recognize this ability from Sukuna. Sukuna uses the same curse technique, and it allows him to chop up his enemies and damage them greatly in battle. Now, Yuji has awakened the same power, and it has definitely helped him a lot in battle. Although he wasn't able to injure Sukuna with this ability, he did push the King of Curses back on his heels. Yuji was able to slice through a pillar with a clean cut using dismantle, and he also tried to cut off Sukuna's leg, but the King of Curses was able to dodge in time. So, how strong is Yuji's Shrine? Well, fans know that it's incredibly powerful. The Shrine is an amazing curse technique, possibly one of the strongest. Just awakening the Shrine makes Yuji one of the strongest characters in the entire series. However, the output of his Shrine isn't all that great yet. This was confirmed by Sukuna himself in Chapter 257. The reason for this is simply that Yuji just awakened this cursed technique. It's going to take him some time to learn how to use the Shrine properly and adjust the power accordingly.